Hi, this is Lee from ColouringQueen.net, and today I've got a book called Creative Colouring for Grown-Ups, and it's their Mandalas book. Now this book is a little bit bigger than the normal books that I review. It's 8.5 inches by 11.5 inches, so it's just slightly bigger than the normal books that I do review. So if you're photocopying the images when you use them for personal use, you might like to remember that this is actually a slightly larger format from the standard copy page, and you might need to adjust your printing settings on your personal computer or at your Staples or Officeworks where you get your printing done so that it fits to the page, and that's an option on most printers. Now, I've got to say I'm in two minds about this book because, as you'll see from the flip through review, the pages, the background on all the mandalas is already coloured in. Now, of course, that can save you a lot of time, with your pastels or your markers or whatever you like to use if you like to do your backgrounds at all. But it also limits you in your colour palette, so you might not have liked the red background or the brown background, etc., and now you're kind of stuck with it. So, depending on how you feel about these things, you'll see from the flip through review of the types of colours on the backgrounds that are already in here. Now, some things that I do like about this book is that the paper is actually quite good. I'd still put a piece of paper behind it if I was using markers. And I think, with a lot of the colour choices that they've made for these backgrounds, markers, or gel pens would probably look the best because they'd stand out against the backgrounds. The other thing that I like is that I could imagine some of these mandalas, because they've got a nice line to them, I could imagine sort of cutting them out and maybe using them for something else or framing them because they've already got the background there. Now, some of them I think go a little bit too close up to the page, so they're a little bit difficult to colour because you're right there in the spine. So some of them, they haven't sort of left enough room in between the binding, but if you cut them out with an X-Acto knife, you'd be able to get a better result. And some of them go either too close to the top and bottom margins and the left and right margins, so that you don't get a complete mandala for some of them. So I don't know if that's intentional or a printing error, but I'm not too keen on some of them for that reason. So anyway, sit back, enjoy, and relax, and just have a look at the flip through and form your own conclusions.